The Texas heat was oppressive, but the real storm was brewing on the horizon. June 5th. We were loading up our research cannon, the Dominator's heart, knowing that a massive supercell was lining up 3 towns in its crosshairs. The target was audacious. Get within 50 yards of a tornado to deploy our science. We knew the risks. We lived for them. We caught our first break as the storm announced itself. 0.3 big hail, someone called out. Massive hail. The stones pounded the Dominator's armor, a violent drumbeat that drowned out the radio. "Watch out your side, Carson," I yelled. "Shut that window! Hurry!" The research gear took a brutal hit. The anemometer, our primary instrument for measuring wind speeds, was shredded in seconds. Gone. But the storm wasn't finished with us. The first tornado touched down just ahead. "There it is," a voice crackled over the intercom. Big rain curtain in front of us. It was a dark, malevolent wedge, a monster that looked more like a moving wall of earth than a wind funnel. We pushed forward, threading the needle between the storm's dangerous rain curtains. "It's hitting something," someone said. "Probably a tank battery. Oil." The smell of petroleum and ozone filled the air. We had just witnessed the storm's first act of destruction. Then the real chaos began. A new tornado, larger and more menacing, dropped from the clouds. "Big one, guys! Look at it!" Carson exclaimed. It was coming right at us. "Hold up! Hold up!" I shouted, trying to calculate its trajectory. The ground began to wobble beneath our tires. The vortex, a wobbler, seemed to dance erratically, making it nearly impossible to predict its path. "There it is! Go straight! Keep it straight!" The winds hit us with the force of a freight train. Debris, shrapnel, and blinding rain cut our visibility to 0. 100+ miles per hour winds. I yelled, "This is freaking insane!" We emerged on the other side of the storm's fury, but the scene that greeted us was apocalyptic. A semi-axle lay twisted in the middle of the road, as if discarded by a giant. "That's a house," Carson said, pointing to a structure that had been partly flattened. "It's done." My heart sank. "There's people here, you guys," I said. We abandoned the Dominator, leaving our cameras rolling, and rushed toward the mangled building. "Hello," I yelled, my voice lost in the howling wind. "Is anyone in there?" Miraculously, a faint voice answered from the basement shelter. "We're okay. We're down here." A family emerged, shaken but alive. They had been watching our live stream, using our warnings to guide them to safety. The relief was overwhelming, but the emotional whiplash was just beginning. As we stood with them, pointing out the storm's path on our phones, the sky darkened again. A rope tornado, thin but vicious, dropped just north of us. It was surreal, almost beautiful in its destruction. "There's a roof tornado on the ground," I said. "Don't be alarmed, it's moving away." The family, still trembling, watched the vortex dance across the fields. They had lost their garage, their car, and most of their belongings, but they had survived, and that was what mattered. We left them with local authorities and returned to the Dominator. The chase wasn't over, but the day's events had left a deep mark on all of us. We had captured critical data, witnessed the raw power of nature, and lived to tell the story. But more importantly, we had helped save lives. Back on the road, the storm continued its rampage, spawning more tornadoes and leaving a trail of destruction. But the image of that family standing in the ruins of their home would linger longer than any of the footage we had captured. It was a stark reminder of why we chase: to understand, to warn, and to protect. The season wasn't over yet. There were more storms ahead, more risks to take, and more science to gather. But for now, we were grateful to be alive, to have made a difference, and to have witnessed the terrifying beauty of nature's most powerful force. The pursuit of knowledge had never felt so perilous or so vital.